meet and greet of young professionals for Congressman John Lewis. So give yourselves a hand for being here today. I want to start off by recognizing all of the elected officials that are in, I won't say the building, but on top of the rooftop tonight. Can you please raise your hand if you're here, any elected officials? So I see we have Kwanzaa Hall, City Councilman Kwanzaa Hall. I know Councilman Lamar Willis. In the back, raise your hand. Any other elected officials? Is Alicia Thomas Morgan still here? She left. Okay. Well, Congressman Lewis taught me very well to always make sure we recognize the elected officials first. I also want to now, if you are on the host committee for this event, but before I ask you to raise your hand, I want to start off by just really saying that how great this is to look out and see so many beautiful young men and young women, especially all the young people that are here this evening. But we define young. Everyone's young tonight. But I really wanted to say how proud it is, and I know the Congressman is a person who has mentored so many of us in his office and his role with helping us out and on his campaign. But if you're on the host committee, and if you were listening, I know a lot of people said, wow, this is probably the biggest host committee I've ever seen for a political event. But please raise your hand. We want to recognize you being here tonight. Give them a hand, please. I also want to, if the staff members for Congressman Lewis. So I want to start off by recognizing the chief of staff, the person who makes it all happen. He's very humble and modest, but I want to take this opportunity to embarrass him because he's always, you know me. Michael Collins, can you raise your hand? He's the Congressman's chief of staff. And then I'm going to go through the rest of the staff very quickly. We've got Andrew Iden, who works in the D.C. office, who's also on the campaign. We got Rachelle O'Neill, who is here in the district office. We got Jared McKinley, who is also here in the district office, and we got Leslie Small, who is here as well. Is there anyone? And David, I'm so sorry. David is also here in the district office. So let's give them a hand for all the work they do. When I was asked to help, because I did not do this alone, and I had a great team and a lot of people on the staff to do this Young Professionals event for Congressman Lewis, I jumped at the opportunity. A lot of times, people don't really see and know how much Congressman Lewis gives back to young people. I am a living example of the work and the time that he's taken out for young people such as myself. Many may know and many may not know that I started when I came back to Atlanta in 2007, and Congressman Lewis was so grateful to let me, give me the honor to run his district office, and more importantly, to run his campaign in 2008. So I wanted to personally thank Congressman Lewis for all the stuff that you do for me personally, but all the young people that you've inspired along the way. If you look at Congressman Lewis's staff, it's a very young staff in D.C. and also in the district office. But he knew it was very important with this upcoming election on Tuesday that he took the chance to reach out to so many young people and ask you to get involved in this campaign in a big way, but more importantly, to go out and do what he fought so hard for us to have the right to do and the privilege to do, and that is to vote. So if you have not early voted yet, please go out and vote. You got until tomorrow, close the business at 5, but make sure if you don't take the opportunity to vote on Friday, please make sure you go out and vote on Tuesday. So with that said, I'm going to keep it quiet because I know Congressman Lewis has got a lot to say. So please join me in giving a welcome to our Congressman, 5th District, Congressman John Lewis.
Thank you very much, Karen. Thank you for those kind words. No, I'm not stirring up things. I'm not causing trouble, and I'm not getting in the way. That was not my noise. That was someone else calling some drama. But Karen,
yes, sir.
My friend, my brother, thank you for those kind words of introduction. Karen, I don't know what you did. Maybe you went through your, you don't call it Rolodex anymore, right? Email list, that's right. Oh, that's right. What, Facebook? Well, you know, you did something to get all these folks here on a Thursday evening. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're wonderful. You're great. You make me feel like a star. Now, I was in Germany a few weeks ago, speaking to a group of high school and college students, hundreds of young people, and they knew so much about the American Civil Rights Movement, so much about American politics. There was one young lady said, "Congressman, I don't have a question, but I just want to come up and hug you. I want to find out, I want to discover whether you're really human." And I said, "Yes, I'm human. You can feel me. You can touch me. It's okay. It's all right." So every now and then we all need a hug. I just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do. You represent the best. Not just our future, but you represent our present. A few years ago, many of you got in the way to help President Obama become President of the United States. You call, you email, many of you volunteered. This election next Tuesday is serious. It's very, very important. Now, when I was growing up, we didn't have a Facebook. We didn't have an iPod. We didn't have a teleprompter. Or we didn't, in some places, we didn't have a telephone. We didn't have a fax machine. But we used what we had to bring about a nonviolent revolution. A revolution of values, a revolution of ideas. I was speaking a few days ago in Seattle and later in Las Vegas, out there campaigning for some of my colleagues. Before then in Florida, in Pennsylvania, trying to help people get elected and turn people out to vote. And I said, in my day, another day, in our region of the country, it was very hard and very difficult, almost impossible for people of color to register to vote. People had to pay a poll tax. Interpret some section of the Constitution of the state of Georgia, Alabama, or Mississippi, or Florida. On one occasion, a man was asked to give the number of bubbles in a bar of soap. On another occasion, a man was asked to count the number of jelly beans in a jar. We got the Voting Rights Act in 1965. But we have people running around the country today, some of the crazy of the crazy, want to take us back. There's one man running for governor of Colorado that we should bring back the literacy test. We have to say, by encouraging everyone to go out and vote, that we're not going back. We've come too far. We made too much progress. And this is not a time for us to get lost in a sea of despair. This is not a time for us to give up or to give in or lose faith. We must stand up. We must stand with President Barack Obama. We can do it, and we must do it, and we must turn people out. Now, you're smart. You're very smart. You're young. You have energy. You have vigor. You have stick-to-itness. So go out there and push and fight during the next few days. Be warriors. Be warriors. Don't let anyone tell us that we're not going to go out and vote, that we're unhappy, that we're not satisfied. We've come a distance. We made progress. But for those who say nothing has changed, come and walk in my shoes. So do what you must do. We live in an unbelievable country, in spite of the mean spirit. I don't understand why people have been so mean today. Is it in the water we drink? Is it in the food we eat? Is it part of our DNA? What is it? Why can't we learn to be kind to each other? Why can't we come together and say we're one people? We're black, we're white, we're Latino, we're Asian American, we're Native American. That we're Protestant, we're Catholic, we're Jews, we're Muslim. Can we do it? Can we create this sense of family, that we're one America, that we're one house, and we all live on this little piece of real estate? And we must save it not just for ourselves, but for our children and generation yet unborn. Our future is at stake. The future of our nation, the future of our planet. Do your part. Hang in there. Keep the faith. Keep your eyes on the prize. Those of you who have not voted, go and vote. Take someone with, get on the telephone, email, Twitter, whatever, and just do it. Because it's the right thing to do. It's the just thing to do. It is a fair thing to do. Don't let it be said generations from now that your children or grandchildren will be said, Daddy, Mama, Auntie, Uncle, what did you do? Where did you stand in 2010? Did you stand up for what was right? Did you stand up for President Barack Obama? Did you listen to his message? Let's do it. Make a lot of those folks who are saying that we're not going to vote. We got to come home because we all live in the same house. Maybe our foremothers and our forefathers all came to this great land in different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. As Dr. King put it on one occasion, we must learn to live together as brothers and sisters, or we'll perish as fools. Make a lot of the posters. Make a lot of the pundits. We can do it. I want you to call on me. I want you to come and see me in my office here or in Washington, D.C. If you come to D.C., any of you, I'm getting in trouble now, but it's good trouble, it's necessary trouble with the staff. But if you come to see me in Washington, I guarantee you, I'm there every time. I will take you to lunch in the women's dining room. I don't owe any bills there, so I can afford to take you, okay? And if any of you have young children or nieces or nephews, you bring them with you. Any child under 12, we can take them on the floor and let them vote for us. And sometimes I take little children on the floor, and I say, push red for no, push green for yes. And they come back home, they tell everybody. And then other parents and neighbors and friends bring up their children. So we create this sense of community, this sense of family. So thank you for being here. As I said before, you're wonderful. We come through this election. I need every vote that I can get. I have a Tea Party person running against me. He says he's a civil rights lawyer. I've been living in Atlanta for many, many years. And you know, I was involved in the civil rights movement, but I never heard of him. I never seen him. So people just popping up. And sometimes we need to clip their wings in the most non-violent fashion we can do it. And that's what I plan to do. I want to win, not just win, but I want to win big. And we learn to do it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir.